Welcome to my life. All right. It doesn't matter how much money you spend, how great your equipment is. The realities of streaming from mainland China will always hit you, and they have hit me again. So, welcome to part two of Behind the Rojo Rope. Winter is coming, or winter has arrived, I should say. Before we got cut off, we're talking about many things. Let's talk about some things coming up. Okay, so I'm touring a 100-year-old house here in Zhongshan. I'm going to do a walkabout of this neighborhood, which is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Zhongshan. That's going to be a great one. I'm really excited to do that. Cheap Hotels is an amalgam of all the different hotels that I've been staying at over the last couple of months. Not expensive hotels, affordable hotels. Cheap hotels that are clean and great to travel, to do business, and just to spend an evening away if you need to. So that's coming up. I'm doing one on eating in Zhongshan. I've done 3 vlogs on that. Volume 4 of that's coming out soon, as well as Volume 16 of China Randoms. Yes, Jamaica, I am back. I made it back. Very cool video, though, by the way. Of you playing Celine Dion on that little keyboard thing. That was pretty freaking cool, man. All right. I'm doing one on coffee shops. I've been doing some research, asking friends on the coffee shops that are all throughout Zhongshan. I've done videos about coffee in China before, but I am a fan of coffee shops. And so I've been taking little videos here and there of all the different places I'm drinking coffee, the coffee shop themselves. And so I'm going to do a large video about the coffee shops coming up. Leadership with Xbox Survival. Still need to do that, man. I still need that. Vlogging in China. And I'm going to do one on lesson planning, how I plan my lessons for various students. I think that'll be an interesting one. And one that, 2 of them. One, why I stay in China, a very personal vlog that I'll be doing. I've already done half of it. I did half of it like less than a year ago. I got to do the other half now that COVID has kind of ran its course here and what it's done over the last year, how that has changed my perception of China, how I've grown as a result of that, and why it has just solidified my desire to stay here. In addition, tips that I have. I did one on challenges before you move to China. Now I want to do on tips for those who are planning to come to China. Tips before you come. So that's coming out soon. Gene, you want to know, so what's this about music? I want to do some like ambient music. I like listening to ambient kind of monk yoga music when I work, and I've played with it. I've made some of it my own, just in like GarageBand. So it's something that I want to continue to do and do more of, and develop it as a skill. As far as playing music, I really haven't picked up an instrument in many, many years. I have a guitar that a friend of mine gifted me, but I'm not very good at it. I might be able to do some things. I can still play the piano a little bit, but I have some ideas, and I need that creative outlet. The videos are great, but I want to add another layer of myself to it. So that's what that's all about, brother. I know, of all people, I know you would appreciate that. Let's get to the news. Let's do the news. Remember, all of my live streams are brought to you by fcustom.com, where you can get customized jerseys. I've got mine here in my LA Dodger uniform. You can get baseball, basketball, and football. Enter link below and enter the coupon code WalkaboutRojo for an additional 10% off. Again, they're great gifts. Christmas is right around the corner, and even if it's a late Christmas gift, check them out. I've really, really loved working with these guys. And those who have ordered these shirts, my viewers and family and friends have said nothing but great things about it, and I can't say anything bad about mine. I love this thing. I only wear it for these live streams. Okay, so let's see. Some of these are not going to work. So here is, you can buy me a coffee if you would like to support me that way. Those of you who bought me coffee, thank you again. I edit my videos all while drinking coffee. All these links are below, or you can support me on Patreon if you like. It's not coming up right now, but I have a total of 5 Patreons. I make $25 a month right now, and those guys are awesome. Everyone who supports me in on Patreon, or anyone on Patreon, are true heroes of any kind of creator community. So I want to thank them for that. Okay, let's talk about this. China's lunar mission returns with soil samples. I love this stuff. I think this is so interesting. I'm not going to read it all because I want to save some of this for Rojo Reads the News, which is coming back next week. Rojo Reads the News will be back. Think of it like a new season of Rojo Reads the News, all coming back next week. Now that everything's up and running, I'm really, really excited about what I have in store for that channel. So again, it's just a compliment channel, and I actually use a lot of that content in my lesson plans. So that was the original reason why I started that channel, was for my students, but a lot of you seem to like it. So more coming from Rojo Reads the News. Okay, so scientists in Beijing will study the 2 kilograms of lunar soil carried by the Chang'e's 5 return capsules. You guys hear about this? They sent a lunar lander to collect soil samples from the moon. How cool is this? I mean, NASA's doing some great things with SpaceX, no doubt. Incredible things, but I don't know why, but something like this, it's not 1969. We're not putting a man on the moon with we have iPhones now. We have all this technology. Why can't we do something like this? Neil deGrasse Tyson said something. He said, if he had the money, he would send these tiny little drones all over the place. They're very small. You pack a ton of computing power into it. You shoot it off, so it doesn't cost very much money because they're very small. And then you just explore the galaxy using those kind of things. And so I applaud China scientists for pulling this off. I'm excited to see what the results are going to be about this. And I hope that NASA can do something like this in the future too, man. Okay, let's do. This content has been deleted by the author. I can't even remember what it was. The most ridiculous news from around China in 2020. Okay, so some of this was pretty cool. Let's take a look. TikTok 2020 is coming to an end. Celebration of the coming year and the high probability of reporting even more silly news from around China. We thought we'd take you on a journey down memory lane and highlight some of the most ridiculous stories of 2020. I thought this was great. This comes from GIC Expat. In Jinan, Shandong province, a man who watches too many martial arts dramas in Shandong province makes a burglary. He was feared the owner in the bedroom would wake up at any moment and hit her in the back of the neck with a hand knife. All right. But in an unexpected turn of events, the house owner was awakened and the thief ran away in terror. He was soon subject to the compulsory police action and suspicion of burglary. Because that's him there. Let's see. Some of these were great. Let's see. I'm going to move down. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to do this one. I'm going to do this for Rojo. I'm going to do this one later because there's another one here. Here. When you look younger than your actual age and people shock. How old do you think I am? I'm 41. And a lot of people think I look younger. I feel older. When you're younger than your actual age and people don't believe you, tell you how old you are. What is the experience of looking very young? I was shocked by these netizens in their video clips. Okay, so how old do you think? Okay, how old do you think? It says he's 49. I don't believe that. That dude looks much younger than that. 37. 42? That's about right. 64. She looks good for 64, man. Good for her. 53. Is it me, or does that photo look a little doctored, maybe? Yes, Mona, I know my internet sucks. It's not the internet, it's the software. weird changing color from time to time in your stream? I have no idea. I just set up this camera like 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes before the live stream started. I have not played with it at all. Gene, I'm not even going to ask you how old you are, brother. 46. Yeah, she looks good. 46, yeah. No, 38. No way. Although this kind of hiding a lot with the hoodie, right? All right, how old? How old do you think? I'm thinking early 30s. 43. Damn, I'm way off. 47. Respect, dude looks good for 47. 45. Wow. Makeup hides a lot of this for the ladies. I know it. She looks good. 45. 46. Yeah, she looks good. All right. The AI girlfriend seducing China's lonely men. In China, a sassy chatbot is stealing millions of men's hearts. It's also recording their most intimate desires and emotions. Interesting. Where's this from? This is from Sixth Tone. I love Sixth Tone, by the way. They're great. They make a lot of interesting articles, original articles. It's by Wan Ching. Okay. I can't do this. I'm so tired. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. Chinese company annual party expectations versus reality. So the Spring Festival parties are coming up soon. They're coming up next week or next month. They're going to start. A Spring Festival isn't until February 12th. I think that's the actual New Year's Day. But the parties will start in January, and they're going to go for about a month. And they're a blast. I've been to many, and I always have a good time at these things. They can be quite a trip. From a Western eye, I mean, even the locals, they laugh and they have a good time. It's really kind of funny. There's a lot of like talent show type stuff. There's a lot of singing. There's a lot of dancing. And if you're with a large company, you have older people and younger people. And it's funny because sometimes the younger people to get together and they start doing this sexy hip hop dancing, and you're like, wait, is this even appropriate for a work environment? It kind of makes you think. But there's these spectacular shows for the larger companies. Let's take a look. One of the most anticipated events of the year in companies is their annual dinner party, which usually comes with a theme and a variety of performances from different teams and departments. Company annual dinner, you thought, yes, throw the money out. Oh, lucky money, man. There's always a ton of lucky money going out, people. Look at that. That's crazy. And, well, you guys know this. This is from SNL, Do the Creep. Is that Nicki Minaj, I think? Okay. What's that? Okay. Interesting. That's what I'm talking about, though. I mean, some of these performances, they surprise you. The reality is more like this. There's some truth to this. There really is. I don't know. These going to load. Yep. It's all in good fun. It's all in... The show you prepared versus the show your colleagues prepared. Okay, so... Some of these aren't working for some reason. I don't know why. Yikes. I'm not going to do the video. I've been to ones like this where they're just these massive theater parties. What the hell? Covering their chest with bellies, Chinese garment. Okay, that's a new one. That's a common thing, though. I always, the guys will dress up as girls and do some funny dance. That's very common. What is that? Okay. They go into Jack Ma, Yeah, this is what it typically looks like. People have way too much to drink and they think they're singing karaoke and stuff. I'm guilty of it too, man. I really am. Oh, girls, you're not as sexy as I am. Yeah, the fashion show things. Gene says, my students today told me that celebrating Christmas is forbidden in China. Have you heard this? Celebrating the religious aspects of Christmas is forbidden for government workers. Because I believe if you are a government worker or a member of the party, you're technically supposed to be atheist. So that's why it's forbidden. So a lot of public schools, they might forbid certain religious aspects of the holiday to be celebrated. And at my school, there's no signs of any kind of Christmas decorations or anything. But as soon as you get off the campus, it's everywhere. I mean, it's ubiquitous. It's very much Christmas here. There's Christmas trees everywhere. There's lights everywhere. There's holiday shopping everywhere. And generally, people seem to be into it. So I don't think it's necessarily forbidden, but they said that the government claims that people were celebrating Christmas more than traditional Chinese holidays in the past. Well, I don't know if that's the case. I can't speak to that, but they do want to promote. They don't want to promote technically foreign festivals, I guess you could say. And I have heard from other teacher friends of mine that have run into this, but there's no way Christmas is going away in China. In fact, every year it seems to get more and more popular. We're talking about the traditions of Christmas, the gift giving, even Santa Claus. I've got colleagues of mine who bought presents for their children, say it was from Santa Claus. There's Santa Claus at the mall here, you know? So those traditions surrounding Christmas seem to be flourishing. There's Christmas music in every department store that you go into. It's part of the season here, really. And what it has done is exactly what it was designed to do in the West, is to stimulate the economy in the winter, and that's what it's doing. They call it what do they call it? The Santa effect or something like that. The Santa Claus or something like that, yeah. And in China, because in December you shop for Christmas, and then in January start shopping for Chinese New Year. So what it does is it extends the shopping stimulus season for China. In fact, after Thanksgiving, really after Halloween, the Christmas decorations go up. And they'll stay up. The Christmas trees, the Christmas decorations, even the Christmas music to some extent will stay through Chinese New Year. So it's even more in your face in China than it is in back home in America, in my opinion. But I'm fine with that. I get a little tired of the Christmas music, but it's fine. This isn't Jack Ma. That's Jack Ma. I don't know who these guys are. So this is Lei Jun from Xiaomi, Jack Ma, and Ding Lei from NetEase. Okay, so yeah, Jack Ma is very famous for the New Year's dressing up. So let's take a look. Xiaomi annual party. Very cool. Okay, and now Jack Ma is famous because he loves to play dress up. Yeah. Give it up to him, man. Hey, dude, if you're as rich as Jack Ma, you'd probably do it too. When I first saw that, I really thought it was a chick. I didn't think it was him. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's crazy. Wang Jinlin, the chairman of the Wanda Group. If you don't know, Wanda Group is fucking huge. They're just giant. They own everything, it seems. This guy is so bloody rich. Oh, yeah, he has fun. There's another guy on here that's like, oh yeah, the CEO of Baidu, Robin Lee. He gets into it too. Pony Ma, the chairman and CEO of Tencent. It's good. It's good morale for everyone. I think it's fine. All right. Gene, I recently saw a movie called The Fat Man. And what it is, it's a bitchin' movie. It's not a great movie. It's a short movie, and um, if you don't know, it's a Mel Gibson movie. Mel Gibson plays Santa Claus in the North Pole, but it's like a modern um, world of Santa Claus. So in this world, everyone knows Santa exists. He's a regular man. He drives like a 20-year-old, actually older than that, like a 40-year-old Ford pickup truck that's red, of course. And he lives in the North Pole, and his job is to make toys. And he gets money from the U.S. government to make these toys, and it's a business because the U.S. government says, okay, it's a $3 trillion economic stimulus to the economy, so we need to subsidize Santa Claus for doing that. And his subsidy is based on the amount of children who are good and get toys, but if there's a lot of children who are bad, they get coal, and then the amount of money he gets as a subsidy is less. So he's struggling to pay the bills, and make ends meet. And he actually gets into a deal with the U.S. military to make so the elves will make warp. Anyways, it's a interesting premise, and there's a lot of humor in it. Interesting movie. It's only an hour and a half long. Go watch The Fat Man. I think I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good watch, and Mel Gibson just killed it as Santa Claus. He's a badass Santa Claus. It reminded me of that when you watch the movie Scrooge with Bill Murray, and he opens up. It's like, guys are coming into the North Pole trying to kill Santa Claus. Santa Claus takes out a gun and starts mowing everybody down, and that was the beginning of Scrooge. It's similar to that. It's got that same kind of feel, only you got Mel Gibson as a badass Santa Claus. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I think that's it for me. It is midnight. When you put these two live streams together, it means it's time for me to go to sleep. All right. So, Fernando, thank you for the comment on the coloring. I don't understand. I'm very colorblind, so I don't know what's going on. I think the lighting, and as I move in and out, the camera will try to. It's a new camera. I'm still figuring it out. I just plug and play. I will work on that. The lighting I'm still working on, of course, but I think I'm done spending money on this place, to be honest. Anyways, be on the lookout for all the groovy videos coming out soon. I've got 2, maybe 3 before the end of the year. This weekend I'm going to Huizhou again to spend some time with Mona, as well as maybe do a car video there. And over the next couple of weeks, we got Christmas coming up and New Year's after that. So a lot of exciting things happening in my life, and I hope a lot of exciting things happening in your life. Until then, everyone stay safe, stay happy.